Hello, Leo. Welcome to your new moon in Pisces reading. I'm very excited about this new moon. Sorry, let me put my coffee down. Listen, this new moon in Pisces, which starts the 23rd, this is a new moon full of clarity, lots of balance. This is the new moon of thinking big, big daydreams, exploring new options for yourself. It is a new moon of letting go of what little we have left to let go of, okay? We're all trying to release and let go, and we've been doing it for quite a while now, and it's like there's just this little bit left that we need to let go, whether that's negative thinking, situations, people, but it's like just that little bit we're letting go of to bring in this new space where during this time of this full moon, or sorry, new moon in Pisces, Leo, it becomes a time to start new projects, to taking a risk. It's a time of filling up our confidence and our strength and our courage. And I absolutely love this energy. A lot of people will say it's a little wishy-washy, it's a little foggy maybe, but that's okay. It's just by letting go of that little bit of baggage we have left, it brings in such clarity for us where we can do big things. So I'm really, really excited about this. Now, your overall energy, Leo, from the divine, is the Sita card, okay? So this is the goddess of devotion and loyalty. I absolutely adore this, right? You have been loyal and have devoted yourself to either a person or a situation or a project you're working on. It can't even be questioned just how absolutely loyal you are. This is continuing that and being rewarded for that loyalty, okay? This is staying within that. And I really feel like it's loyalty to yourself right now. That's what I'm hearing from your angels, guides, and your ancestors. It's this loyalty to putting yourself first. That way you can put out to others, right? Or if our cup is full, then we can put out to others. And you've just really been kind of like standing your ground, but in a very peaceful and loving way. And I think that's beautiful energy. I mean, honestly, when I look behind Sita here, I mean, I see the sun, I see the moon, I see everything being in balance. And so I feel like this new moon energy for you is just really solid, okay? Really, really solid. I love this. It's really very beautiful the way this is portrayed here. Now, let's go ahead and get into the tarot for you. Okay, so yeah, look at, you've got the High Priestess as the very, if I could pick up the card, the very first card out. This is all about that intuition. The High Priestess has gone to hell and back. She has all the knowledge that she needs to move forward, right? She has secret knowledge. And it's like you've been there, you've done that, you've learned from it, you've still stayed loyal to yourself, you still stayed devoted to yourself. And this is like your angels and guides, your higher self, your ancestors now giving you all this knowledge. You're kind of awakening to it, like, oh, I get why I've gone through what I've gone through. This makes perfect sense now. I can use this knowledge for good. I can move forward now because this is the time, guys. I know you're hearing it from other tarot readers too, that 2020 is a big year for change, for restructuring our foundations, right? For really bringing some good into our lives. So I love that your very first card out is this High Priestess, this knowledge that you have. And what it does for you is it brings out the Emperor. This is you standing within your power, knowing that this devotion to yourself is really gained you this wisdom where you can do whatever it is you're trying to do, right? Whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're trying to co-create with the universe. It's like you have this stable footing now to go ahead and move forward, right? Like we said, taking that risk, starting a new project, whether that be love or work for you. I mean, this is a general reading, Leo, so it's going to be different for all of you. But you really are able to move forward now. You have the wisdom you need to do so, which is quite powerful, okay, to have those two cards come out right next to each other like that. And here we have, I love it, the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is that baggage I was talking about, that little bit of baggage that we're letting go of, because the Ten of Swords is a painful ending. But when it comes out in reverse like this for me, that is like, okay, I'm done, right? I've learned my lesson. I'm done. I'm grateful that that happened, because I've learned from it, but I've let go of the energy, the hurt, the anger, whatever it might be, right? You're really letting go during this new moon in Pisces, Leo. You're really letting go of it. And look at what all this brings. It brings you to the Four of Wands. That is the stability again, right? The fours are stability. This is celebration, harmony in your home. And when we say harmony in your home, when tarot readers say, well, I guess all tarot readers are different. When I say harmony in your home, yes, of course, we can be talking about your physical home. But for you, in this energy, in this reading, it's about your heart space home, your soul home, the home within us. And there's just like this relief and this celebration and this confidence, and I know what I can do and I know what I can manifest. I mean, it's quite brilliantly strong. It's this, I keep hearing this perfect balance of the feminine and the masculine. Like you're in complete control of your thoughts, of your emotions. There's just this clarity that's coming in for you during this new moon in Pisces. Love it. Love that. And look, yeah, so again, we have the Five of Wands in reverse. Your inner conflict is being released. You're not wondering. You're not, oh, can I do that? Oh, I don't know. And am I good enough? I don't know. Like all that inner conflict, you're just letting go of. You're just stepping into your power again. Excuse me. You also have, I love it. You have the Two of Cups, guys. So this is going to go a couple of ways because this is a general reading. First and foremost, it's you realizing that you have a divine connection with the universe, okay? With your angels, your guides, and your ancestors, and that you co-create together. It's a very spiritual kind of awakening right now for a lot of you, where you're really kind of understanding the lessons that need to be learned, but also understanding how you co-create with the universe. This can be love, guys, too. I will tell you, there's definitely some love in here. And the thing about Sita is, the story behind her is that her partner had, her king, if you will, I'm not sure what you would call him, had perished, so to speak, right? And so she was supposed to be married off, but she didn't. She stayed loyal, okay? She stayed loyal to him. And she was like, it doesn't matter. So when he did come back from wherever he was, because I don't know the story fully, he's like, well, I can't believe that you would have stayed loyal to me for this long, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, I am going to step into this fire and I will not be burned. And that will be me showing you how loyal I was, right? And she steps into the fire and she doesn't burn. Because she has this faith and this trust, and she knows that she was loyal. So for a lot of you, this can be love. This can actually be a divine connection with another person, okay? Could be a renewal of your love for somebody that you've been in a long-term relationship. Could be somebody new. Now, again, see how it's kind of going two different ways here because there's so many of you watching. So Leo, right next to it, look though, the lovers. So if this is love for you, this is something big. This is a soul connection love, okay? This is meant to be together kind of love. So even if you're in a long-term relationship, right? Even if you are, it's like this reconnection. The clarity comes in, right? It's like a new beginning. If it's new, then it's new, and then it's a very, very divine connection. This can also, represent making choices. Okay, am I going to step out of the fog, right? Just because we have this reading here, Leo, doesn't mean you're going to do it. You have free will. You have to choose. Am I going to step into that Emperor energy, right? So really good. Then we have the moon. Oh, I love that right now. Okay, we have the new moon in Pisces. We've got the new moon card. And for me, this is absolutely about coming out of that fog, stepping out of illusions, knowing where you need to go, what path you need to go on. You know, in traditional tarot, it can look like these two are, you know, howling and arguing and there's a lot of noise. But in here, it's just very calm, right? And everybody's just going along, doing what they're supposed to do. All right. Everybody's working together. There's teamwork here. So I love this. And this is definitely a card about sticking with that intuition and knowing, you know, to trust your intuition, the High Priestess and the Moon. Okay. Then you have the Five of Cups. You guys are definitely moving away from that energy into this new energy. This could be moving away from those, again, those people or situations that last a little bit of, you know, baggage you need to let go of. This can, you know, be walking away from, you know, a friendship, a love, absolutely, a job. It can be, but you're moving on. I really feel like for most of you, this is just moving on from that energy, okay? From that negative energy into a more positive light, knowing that that is, you know, that is how we create the reality we want to live in, is by our thoughts. So you're kind of moving away from all of that. Gorgeous. Into new positive energy. Then you have Leo, you have the Fool. Yes, makes perfect sense, right? New journey, a new path, a new going about things differently. This new moon in Pisces energy, Leo, is going to free you for taking that leap of faith, right? What did we talk about here? The overall energy is that taking a risk, starting a new project, starting a new love. It's a perfect time for that. And you just have to release all this, right? Which you are doing, right? The Ten of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Five of Cups, right? Letting go of past hurts. Excuse me. Letting go of inner conflict. Moving on from people. And boom, here it is. Moving on from heartbreak. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak is not always about a person, guys. It's a situation. It's like, oh, I didn't get that promotion. I didn't get that job. But you're moving on from all of this. All of these cards that make us feel not so good and not a great space, right? Loneliness, sadness, heartache, you know, loss, fear, whatever. You're releasing all of that. Because the very last card out in the tarot is the Star. This is having hope and faith in the universe. This is healing. Healing. Like you're doing an immense amount of healing during this new moon, if you choose to. Okay, Leo, which is so great. And I love this card in this deck because I love that the stars form the heart, right? Like your heart is healing. Everything is feeling much better, doing much better. You know, the clarity that's coming in, the healing. You are the star of your own show, right? You're the emperor. Beautiful. Okay, I cannot say it enough. It's gorgeous for you, Leo. And then, let me grab my coffee, guys. And then, Leo, look, you have the Angel of Happiness. I mean, what do we say about this other than it's the Angel of Happiness? It's about allowing yourself to be happy. Saying, yeah, it's okay for me to be happy. Being loyal to yourself, devoted to yourself, which we have to be in order for anything good to come in, right? This is you experiencing joy, knowing that you are very deserving of love and of money and of all these earthly things, right? Absolutely. I love it. This is the card of determination, right? It's letting nothing interfere with your right for happiness, no matter how it comes in, right? Like you're not going to let anybody take your joy. You're not going to let anybody stand in the way of your personal happiness. I absolutely love this. Now, you also have, be aware that your thoughts and feelings are just as impactful as your actions. Again, this is that positive thinking. Don't let negative thinking come in. Absolutely. Our thoughts create our reality, guys. It's scientific now. They've actually done studies where it proves it. If you haven't looked up the slit experiment, go look it up, okay? Your thoughts create your actual reality. So You have to stay positive. You have to do those affirmations. You have to do those meditations, whether it's like me, right? 5 minutes in the morning before I put my feet on the floor, just sitting, right? But just keep everything positive. You know, I laugh because I like, sometimes Spirit will have me tell like a personal story. Let me tell you, in my younger years, I was not such a happy person. Sorry, Leo. My coffee went down the wrong tube. My coffee is trying to murder me right now, which is sad because I love my coffee so much. Hold on, guys. In my younger years, and I mean younger, I mean 18, 19, I was so negative. Everything, well, you know, everything sucked, for lack of a better term. Everything. I'm so sorry, guys. And honestly, yeah, my reality around me, it did, because the more I thought about it, the more I dwelled on it, the more I was like, everything's horrible, the more things became horrible. And it took me advice from a from a very wise person who sat me down and said, nobody likes you. Okay. And I was like, what? Everybody likes me. What are you talking about? Right. They're like, no, because every time that everybody's around you, this was in a work setting, all you do is say everything is horrible all the time. People don't want to be around that. Stop being that way. And that crushed me, because the person who told me that, I absolutely looked at as a mentor, and I admired this person very much. And I was just full of heartache. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I went through all the stages, right? At first I was hurt, I was angry, I was crying, I was like, what are they talking about? And I sat in my car. I remember this like it was yesterday, and I was so upset. And then it just hit me. Out of nowhere, it hit me. And I was like, oh my God, they're right. They are right. And yes, did I flip the switch? I did. Was it perfect? No. It took time for me to break those negative habits. But once I did, then things started getting better, and I could see it working. I mean, I used to be the person that when that overzealous person would come in, that over happy person would come in, that over sunshine and rainbows, I was like, oh, good Lord, right? Like, I cannot take this person. Now I get it. Okay. Now I'm not saying you have to be like that. Don't change your personality, but I think you know where I'm going with this, why Spirit wants me to say this. Look at the positive. Always look at the positive. Think the positive. Okay. Especially during this new moon in Pisces, Leo. Big time for you to do that. And then lastly, you have the Passion card. Passion isn't confined to sexual energy. Life is meant to be felt. Don't hold back, right? We just talked about this. Don't hold back from what you want to jump into. Take that leap of faith. It is the time to take a risk on whatever it is. If you want to tell somebody that you have feelings for them, do it. If you want to start a new business, do it. Whatever it is, do that change, okay? This is the time for it. All right. So, Leo, these are your messages for the new moon in Pisces. I will have to say, please forgive me again for the coughing, and I don't know why my coffee is giving me such a hard time here. But I think this is so beautiful, guys. I really do. What a powerful reading for you. Don't forget to let me know how this resonates in the comments. I read each and every one. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. That lets YouTube know that this is of value to you. And of course, don't forget to click that little bell that notifies you of when Spirit and I upload a new video. So, blessings to you, Leo.